Yo, what it do, what it is, and thank you for tuning in to the Day by Day podcast for your Day by Day broadcast. I am your host, Day Day, and to the right of me, to the left of y'all, double backing on the podcast. Matter of fact, the first co-host to do so, my good friend, my brother Warren, what it do?
Yes, sir. Big Bird. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How you feeling, bro? Oh, not to mention we got Billy in the cut.
Well, my man did cut, I'm saying. You know, cut with it though. I'm saying.
We like to have special guests not on camera as well during these things. It just livens the environment a little bit.
Yes,
but yeah, last time I seen you, Billy, was what?
2015, 2016.
Nah, it was at St. Ives at the club. Remember? You was you was outside the joint. Straight let me. I kind of felt bad because I was with a few people, and it was a line. You know what I'm saying? I saw Billy like, yo, Billy. He's like, man, go ahead, go up in there. Yeah, I'm like, man, say less. Well, I was in that joint dolo for like 20 minutes until they came inside. I was chilling.
I had you, bro. You should have got your folks.
I was lit. I was drunk off my ass. What's the club scene like now? Like, when was the last time you actually did a gig at a club?
About 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago? So it was like just limited capacity right now?
100 people, less than that, for real. Less than 100 people.
Really? Which club was it?
St. E's.
Okay, so you stay in that joint.
Yeah.
That joint was, that's my first time being in there. Yeah, that joint was cool.
I got you.
That was definitely a great night.
Slide that joke.
Yeah. Before I get any further, everyone tuning in, whether you're listening on the podcast platform, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, something called Radio Box. I mean, this thing is all over. Make sure that you hit subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure that you hit subscribe. So yeah, it's been a lot going on last week, this week, and next week. The next 3 weeks, it's a lot on everyone's agenda, I believe. So Warren, what we're going to do is just, go down the timeline, starting with last week. Did you tune in to the Jeezy versus Gucci versus?
Yeah, I looked at it and I tuned in.
Yeah.
That thing, man. It was a little nostalgic for me. Classic from both sides, man. Back and forth. The thing ain't that I ain't get. It was a lot of celebrities in the live too. I was watching from Instagram.
That was the most. That by far was the most tuned in versus for one.
Yeah.
It was the most anticipated battle, whether versus or not. That moment has been anticipated for 15 years. But
Right.
people fail to realize, like, no one ever thought that this would happen. It was word in the air. People speculating on it happening, and everyone was like, nah, it's not going to happen. And I think like it was even brought up to Gucci at one point in time.
I think it was gonna happen.
Yeah, it was even brought up to Guap at one time, and he was like, fuck no, like, but I mean, just like I said, it was 1 million people tuned in before because they ain't even pull up till 9
They pulled
o'clock.
up to like 9. It was late as hell. It
Yeah.
had over like 1.5 million niggas just sitting in there chilling.
Yeah, just waiting. But the DJs, I'll give it to the DJs. They was playing great music before then that kept the
kept them live,
anticipation
kept
live.
them yeah.
So who was you rooting for before it even started?
I'm Guap man all day.
Okay.
I'm just Gucci all day, man.
I believe like 60% of the people were for Gucci compared to like 40 for Jeezy. Me, I'm a Jeezy man all day. Like Jeezy's he's in my top 5 personal favorite rappers of all time. My favorite song of all time is Way Too Gone. I was biased towards Jeezy. Jeezy was, you know what I'm saying? Billy not his, you know what I'm talking about. I was
feeling for Gucci, man.
Yeah, I was definitely for Snowman, and everyone was for Guap. And see, the thing is, a lot of people that were for Gucci were kind of like dissing Jeezy just because of Guap. I wasn't coming for Gucci. Like, okay, I respect both. I know exactly what Gucci capable of. I know exactly what Jeezy capable of. But as far as the verses, I called it. I was like, listen, if it's as far as a verses, 2 artists going at it with hits, it's not even going to be close. Jeezy's going to have it. Yes, Gucci has
mainstream.
Gucci has tons of mixtapes. But if we're talking hits for hits,
those
Jeezy
mixtapes, those is hits in the hood.
But,
You feel me?
I mean, and,
platinum in the hood,
I mean, and in general as well. But it just does. It's not as many as Jeezy.
Right.
And then people sleep on Jeezy mixtapes as well, like Trap or Die 2, Reloaded.
It's the World. Both of them joints.
I like the first. It's the
first
World.
one,
Yup, with my Spanish homie in the background.
Yes, sir.
Damn, what was that other one? Trappin' Ain't Dead.
Trappin' Ain't Dead.
Jeezy got some mixtapes.
He got another joint, I think it's called Gangsta Party.
Yeah, that joint was cool. Yeah, that joint was cool. But and I called it. So Jeezy gonna win the verses, but I said Gucci was gonna be more entertaining. Now I did not expect it to be. It was very tense the whole way through. That thing
I
was
was
tense.
watching it from my phone and I felt scared.
Yeah.
And I'm in the car, nowhere near these two Negroes, and I'm like, bro, like I had to fill my chest, make sure I had a bulletproof vest. I'm nowhere near. I'm thinking I'm about to get shot.
It was very tense.
It was Angie, man.
And so basically how it went down, yeah, Jeezy won the verses, but Gucci didn't even come there.
For that versus, I don't think. I feel like he won something. I don't know what it was. Gucci won something. I don't know. He didn't win the verses, but he won something.
Yeah, he wasn't there for a hit by hit competition at all. He was there to get some things off his chest that has been on his mind for 10 to 15 years. He was there for closure in a way.
Because you could tell when it first kicked off, the first song Gucci played.
Yeah. And after the first song, I was like, okay.
Jeez, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, and it had some words on that. And see, that's the thing. The beautiful part about that verses was Jeezy. I'll give it to him, except for After the Truth and when Gucci said he was smoking on Pookie Loke. You could kill. Yeah, that kind of got Jeezy. That got under Jeezy's skin. You could tell. You know what I'm saying?
Tell you what.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what. Yeah. You could tell that got underneath his skin. But for the most part, he kept his composure. And then even still, Gucci playing Truth, which I think the whole world knew was coming. And once it came, everyone was like, oh.
Yeah, it got on you real quick.
But whole time, Jeezy, wasn't there for that. Because if so, he could have easily played that what is it, that always strap joint, stay strap joint.
Yeah,
easily. Like Truth, that's probably right up there with Truth, but Truth is more mainstream, which kept it more alive than Jeezy joint. But Jeezy wasn't there for that. You could tell he really wanted to make peace the whole entire time, because like when Gucci agreed to doing So Icy, he kind of got excited about that more so than Gucci did.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So what was your opinion on the ending of it? The ending of them both performing So Icy together for the first time in 15 years.
I mean, it was. I actually enjoyed it. I'm gonna be honest. I enjoyed it because I never got a chance to see both of them perform that song on stage at the same time together. I just seen them. We just seen the music video because we know when everything transpired. Back then it was everything was still fresh.
Yeah.
And in a sense, niggas sensitive. But I feel like Gucci he had a right to be, but I just hope they can somehow, if it ever happens, I doubt it will, but if they could somehow come at an impasse to just squash their beef, that would be great, but I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I don't see them being buddy. Jeezy would be for that, clearly, but I don't see Gucci seeing them being buddy. At the end, he was saying no disrespect, thanks for reaching out to Olive Branch, all that. Gucci probably is like, okay, like I said, he had to get some stuff off his chest, which he did. After he did all that, at the end, that's why he was a little more calm. Yeah. He was able to say what he had to say, express how he felt, towards Jeezy. And then after all that, after the weight was lifted off him, then he could kind of, be calm and was like, good looks for, making this happen. But I don't think they're going to be like buddy ever.
They're just going to be cordial, just, just cordial.
Yeah, but like you said, I enjoyed seeing them performing So Icy together. For one, just for years, I have always said, man, imagine if these two never beefed. And imagine if they worked together in their prime. Like right now, they're not in their prime.
Tapes
Skinny,
together?
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. Skinny Guap ain't, Big Belly Rude Boy Guap.
Near it.
And Jeezy now ain't, TM 101, 103 and Recession Jeezy. It's just not the same. But for years, I've always said, damn, bro, if they never, all we have is So Icy, which is a great song, but damn, they independently did so many greater songs after. Like, imagine if they never beefed. They both from Atlanta. They both, Coke Kings of the Trap shit. Like, they could have made magical music. But it just wasn't meant to be.
It just wasn't, man.
But
be like that.
Yeah. Besides us being happy about it, a lot of people were actually, including some friends of mine, we talked about it, were disappointed in the ending that Gucci, and Gucci kind of, you know,
calm down.
Yeah,
A lot of my
yeah.
friends, they felt the same way.
Yeah, they were like,
the
nah,
same
fuck
way.
that. Like they
I was
wanted,
like,
they
nah,
wanted
they
it to
wanted
stay
him to
on.
pop off.
Yeah,
They
they
wanted him
want.
to pop off.
Yeah, they wanted it to stay on some beef shit, and that just had me thinking, like, okay, you got to think. These are rich and powerful dudes that have been always since adolescent in the street life.
Mm-hmm.
You want them to stay on that beef tip, and I mean, it's not gonna end with fights. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when Gucci pulled up to the verses, his men had yabbas on them.
Yeah,
they had ARs.
AR, they were serious.
Yeah, so I mean, if people that, let's say, you know what I'm saying, you want them to end it, you know, with the hostility, and one of them gets shot down. Let's say Gucci, right? And I want to use this as a comparison to what happened with King Von and Quando Rondo. More people like King Von than Rondo, clearly, right? Let's say like 60-40. Not even that. It's probably like 65-35. A lot of people like King Von compared to Rondo. Mm-hmm. A lot of people like Gucci compared to Jeezy. Let's say the beef, you know, stays like people wanted it to, and, you know, God forbid, I'm not saying, you know, this is just very hypothetically, that Gucci would have ended up getting shot and killed, right? But the people wanted the beef to go on. They would be heartbroken.
They would be heartbroken
if Gucci ended up killed because he overstepped the boundary, you know, like he was doing in the verses even afterwards, physically overstepping the boundary, you know, in the Jeezy personal space, what ends up with him being killed. Like with King Von, you know, he overstepped the boundary with Quando Rondo. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was one-on-one or a jumping situation, we don't know. We weren't there. We just have the eye in the sky that showed, you know, what it showed when it showed it. Mm-hmm. But regardless, before he did that, everyone, you know, was vouching for the life he's living. Yeah. He oversteps the boundaries and had to deal with the consequences, and now he's dead. And people are heartbroken over it. If the same thing would have happened with Gucci and Jeezy, would people still be so quick to say, yeah, nah, they should have kept it on that beef shit? You got to appreciate this type of shit going on, especially today.
Yeah, in this day and age, you have to.
Yeah, like that kind of baffled me. I'm like, people want to see it go there, but then if it goes there, y'all be heartbroken.
Y'all be heartbroken if something drastic would have happened, God forbid. But, you know, every time drastic shit happen, you know the road. You know where it leads to. We all know where it leads to.
And it's I mean, we don't need that, especially now. And that was great to see after so many rappers being shot. Mm-hmm. You had, like we said, King Von. You had Benny the Butcher, who got hit in Texas. You had
got hit in Texas.
What was his name?
Mo
3. That's how you said it? He got killed in Texas. Boosie got shot. And all this happened within, like, what, 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Yeah, Boosie got shot in his leg. And speaking of that, like, you know, it still hasn't been no official word out. But, you know, just words that I've heard, you know, Boosie being a diabetic and whatnot, heard that, you know, it's not healing as it's supposed to. Yeah. The story could have changed. I've heard this a few days ago. It could have changed since then, but, you know, it's words about possible amputation. Mm-hmm. I mean, we don't, it just doesn't get any...
Don't get no realer than that.
Yeah, like it's not needed for that. So with all these rappers getting hit up and whatnot, for Jeezy and Gucci to end on that level, and these are two dudes that can take anybody off at any given time.
At any.
For them to do that, it was, man, that was what, you know, the rap game needed.
That definitely.
Seriously, because I mean, it's
a lot of these young dudes out here that's rapping now. They look, come on, you a fool if you think they ain't look up to them too, or didn't even have any of their music in their discography to like have some type of influence and motivation to want to be rappers.
Absolutely,
or musicians. Like you can't. Come on now.
Yeah, Jeezy and Gucci. Yeah, when it comes to like down south trap music, everyone says that T.I. is the king of. Was it King of Trap?
Or like I guess that's or something like that.
Yeah, I was going to say. I guess that's because he was the first to rap trap music. But I fuck with Tip. ATL, one of my favorite movies, but he's not the best trap rapper. You know what I'm saying?
I would say he originated trap.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, Gucci mastered it.
All right, so let me
Hussein
ask you this.
mastered
Let me
it.
ask you this. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Since we mentioned Boosie getting hit in the leg, you know, we're gonna pray that he gets better and whatnot.
Yeah,
We
praise
mentioned
God, man.
Tip, we mentioned Jeezy, we mentioned Gucci. I saw something on Twitter. I'm gonna ask you this. In their prime, out of these 4 rappers, who was the best in their prime? Boosie, Jeezy, Gucci, or T.I.?
In their prime?
In their prime, who were you taking?
Ooh.
Who you got, Billy? I see.
Ooh.
You gotta go Boosie.
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 Gotta go.
Who you got? One. Okay, I'm glad. Okay. He said,
Son,
Billy said
yo,
Boosie.
Bro, why you say these 4 names, bro? Like, that's wild, bro.
Who you got?
In they prime?
In they prime, who you got?
Yo, Boosie in his prime? T.I. in his prime?
Who you got, brother? Who you
Gucci
got?
in his, yo, son.
And Jeezy in his prime. So we talking 101.
Bruh.
We talking 101 Jeezy. In they prime, who you got?
Oh, bruh. Fool. I can't even lie, bro, cause T.I. in his prime was something
Yeah?
OC, bro.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I respect that.
I'm sorry. He was really crazy,
I
man.
respect T.I. in his
just-
prime. Like Billy said, I asked the group chat. Everyone said Guap off rip. I said
I'll
Boosie.
say, yeah, Gucci. Nah, yeah, Gucci.
And like I said, Jeezy is in my top 5. Out of all those 4, Jeezy's the only one in my top 5 favorites of all time. But Boosie in his prime was just different.
No, nah, yeah. With the mixtapes, yeah.
Was just different. I mean, I went with Boosie as well, and a lot of people like, some people actually were for it, but most people would say Guwap, just off the fact he has so many classic mixtapes.
Classic, yeah.
And a lot of other people would say Jeezy, like I said, that's 101 that we're talking, and maybe even, you know, some recession that we're talking as far as Jeezy. But yeah, I'm with you, Billy. I'm going with Boosie in his prime on that one for sure.
Nah, Boosie.
Yeah, Boosie was different, but you were the first one I heard to say T.I., but I respect.
I was thinking about, like, when you said prime, I started thinking like, oh, like the mainstream, like
Yeah.
what he was really doing on
Yeah.
billboards, like
Yeah.
he was really crazy.
Yeah, you talking what, like early mid 2000s, right?
2000, yeah. I want to say like 2000, like
From like
4 to like
yeah.
6. or
Yeah,
like
you
07,
can even go a little past that.
So like 2010 stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say
okay,
like
yeah,
I was
2010,
gonna say like 04 to 010. Yeah.
yeah.
Tip was T.I. was definitely doing that. Nah, I like that. I like that. You can't go wrong with either one of those selections. But yeah, like we said, just with the rappers today, you know, that's all it is drill shit. I talked about on one of my episodes a couple episodes ago just how influential Chicago music is today around the world, not just here. Like you got music in Africa, London, Asia. Just it's always, you know, glorifying gun violence, which is cool if that's what you spitting, if that's what you living by. But if you're not living by that,
If you're not, boy, don't let somebody find out.
it's just so
You gonna get exposed.
it's just so simple for that to get, you know, misconstrued and then lead you in a situation you don't need to be in.
That's
and then,
fact.
you know, people will, you know, be like, oh, he wasn't, you know, really like that. He was a good person, or oh, that shouldn't happen. You know, you can't play both sides of the fence.
Oh, you can't.
With what's going on out here today, man, that's why people say stay dangerous. You can't play on the defense no more. You got to be on offense because everybody out here is just crazy, man. But like I said, we talked about the verses and whatnot. That was last week. This episode is going to be like a last week versus this week versus next week thing. So now we're on to this week, which is Thanksgiving week, ladies and gentlemen, which might be a little unorthodox compared to regular Thanksgivings just because of what's going on. But yo, listen, you can't hold us down. You give us lemons, we going to make lemon Kool-Aid. So before we get into, you know, talking food and whatnot, well, now let's start with the food on Thanksgiving. Why not?
Yeah, might as well.
Let me ask you this. I was thinking about this. You have a girl, right?
Yeah.
How important is it for your lady to make your plate, if at all, on Thanksgiving?
Let me tell you something.
And she's going to tune in, by the way. So.
Oh, I know, because I'm hey, babe, this for you. Listen, making that plate is, you know, it's just something about, like, I want to say, like, a sense of, like, it's like a certain sense of gratitude in a way, like, you know, your girl making your plate for you, and it's like she know what you, and on top when she know what you like, that's
the key. It's a thing of trust.
Yes,
it's a thing of trust.
A form of trust.
If I can trust that you know exactly what I like and you lay it down, what Future say? Dress it up and make it real for me. If you really make it real how I like it real, that's love on top of love.
Ladies tuning into this, if you are not making your man's plate, you might as well just get on IG and find you another man, because he does not trust you.
Now listen, there's going to be a lot of females that, you know, are going to be kind of upset at this. Like, what y'all want us to be submissive for and make a play, you can't make your own play. It's not always about being submissive and whatnot. Like we said, it's a thing of trust and love. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, gratitude. You making a plate of my favorite thing, that lets me know, for one, that you know your man.
That you know your man.
And it just makes you more grateful. You're like, damn, babe, like this really
make like more appreciative of your woman.
Yeah, like if my woman is making my plate, you know what I'm saying, and dress it up how I like it, and you know what I'm saying, just
good and
I'm a straight up shorty. I'm gonna do you later how I do this plate right now.
Play, you hear me?
I'm gonna tear that ass up.
Come on now, come on,
bristle and all. You know what I'm saying, straight up.
Somebody.
So let me ask you this: would you ever make your woman's plate?
I will make my woman's play, of course. You got to. You gotta return power. You know, you gotta have a balance. I feel like you gotta have a balance.
So it's not all about you know, your woman, your lady being submissive to you.
Yeah, you gotta show us a little bit of submission, you know, from time to time. There, you know, you have to. It's a must.
For me, this is how I see it. The basic general rule of it. This is how I was kind of raised on it. It depends where you at, really. If she's over my family house, I'll make the play for her. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? If we at her people's house, you know what I'm saying, she'll, you know, look out and make the play for me or whatnot. That's just, that's the basic, you know what I'm saying, of how I see it. Or, you know what I'm saying, or if you at your people's house and she could be, you know, trying to show out for Mom Dukes and them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? if you at your people's house and she want to, you know, make the plate, you know what I'm saying, like, I got you, babe, you know what I'm saying? When your mother look, you know what I'm saying, show out for the fam and whatnot. That, you know what I'm saying, it go down like that
that's
too.
That's cool too. I ain't mad at you, babe.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about these plates. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. First and foremost, what's your favorite combo dish? What's 2 dishes on Thanksgiving? 2
that I gotta have.
A combo. What's that key combo for you? Yeah.
I gotta have the stuffing with the ham, the honey glazed ham. I got to. It's a must.
I don't even eat pork no more, but that honey glazed ham on Thanksgiving.
That honey glazed, man, that's the only time.
Different.
It's the only time.
Only time I eat pork is in the summertime when I eat Fat Daddy Barbecue's famous ribs. Shout out to Fat Daddy Barbecue on Facebook with a PH instead of an F. Get at him. But that's a good one. The stuffing, is the stuffing dry butt naked, or you throwing gravy on it?
No, I'm throwing gravy on that son bitch. Come on, come on, somebody.
I was just making sure, Brody. All right. Me has been my favorite combo since day one. That macaroni and yams.
Oh yeah, the macaroni. I should have said that, but
no. Stay live. Yours is a good one because we're gonna double back on that. That mac and cheese and yams is different, and don't let me find out that the yams got the little marshmallows on top.
Oh yeah, nah, you might get jumped.
Don't let me find out.
Don't. Calling the CDC on your ass.
What's the dish, that Thanksgiving dish that can just completely be excluded from the lineup?
A dish that could be completely. I'm gonna be honest. I know people are gonna feel a certain type of way. I'm afraid to say it, but I'm gonna just say it. The cranberries. I'm gonna be honest.
The cranberries or cranberry sauce?
The cranberry sauce.
Cranberry sauce. I'm pretty sure that 95% of people gonna agree with you, including myself.
I feel like I don't see what the.
That is the nastiest shit I have ever had. Yeah. Like, why is that? Who made that like a dish that's desirable?
For Thanksgiving, out of all things,
that is some of the nastiest. Oh, yo, I don't even know if my folks still even. I don't think I can't remember the last time we had it, but yo, cranberry sauce. What What the
Because when I
fuck
used to
is it?
because when I used to go to like some family members' house and they have it, I used to just watch them like, yo, what is the
people
purpose
be
for this
eating
cranberry?
it, yo.
Like, why is it here?
Nah,
what are you doing with it?
Well,
You're not eating it, I hope.
You got one, Billy? What's a dish that's like,
Go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all ever had chitlins?
Chitlins, yes, and once
You said chitlins
once and
could go?
last time they can go. No, they're gone. They're gone.
So wait, have y'all ate chitlins? I know it smells awful. Have y'all ate chitlins?
I have ate. I had to.
When you
I had
was
to. Cause my mom is from the south. And
smells can be deceiving.
yeah.
Now listen, like I said,
too much.
I don't eat pork, so I'm not touching chitlins right now.
I'm not touching them ever again. To keep
But
the bug with you, but
I
yeah.
used to indulge in chitlins. I even go hold.
I had to get the nose plugged, but I indulged in that motherfucker.
Man, listen, since I was a kid, I lived with my grandparents, you know what I'm saying? And they old school. They my grandfather from Alabama, so
Oh, yeah, see,
since
he
I can remember,
was foot in
I
that
always, it will wake you up. That chitlin smell will wake you
Oh,
up. You know
yeah.
what I'm talking about? It would just wake you up, and you'd be like, son,
You
what
wake up
the
with the same
fuck?
face like, bro,
yes.
like you had a bad dream. You wake up like you had a bad dream.
Yo, it just smelled like a fart bag through the whole house.
The
Like
whole
it wakes
man.
you up, and it just lingers, and it don't go nowhere. I mean, it is intestines at the end of the day, so
Yeah,
it is a
so
shit bag,
it is a
literally,
shit bag.
that's boiling. But load it up with
No
hot sauce and
candy.
vinegar, man.
Oh
Listen,
yeah, the hot sauce and the vinegar.
all I'm
that'll
saying
do you
is,
right.
if
That'll do
you've
you
never had
justice.
it, and if you're curious, just try. What about pig feet? Y'all ever had pig feet?
Pig feet, I have had.
You've had pig feet?
I've had pig feet.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I mean,
They straight?
they straight, but I want to eat them.
Wrap
Like,
my mind around it.
Yeah.
yeah, that's wild. But being though, I have like hella family from like the south. Like it's like it just like came like
they get it
natural.
in. They get it in.
Yeah, like
I might have tried it once, but I've never I can't actually remember enjoying some pig feet. I might have tried a little piece once, but which is wild. Like, okay, I can eat their fucking intestines with shit in it, but I can't eat their feet. But nah,
Yeah.
I've never had. As far as I can remember, I never really had pig feet.
I tried that and I said, yeah, what am I doing? I'm from DC. What am I doing?
What am I doing with my life?
Yeah, like come on, man.
I feel you. All right. So Warren, last time you was here, we did that Watch Out for the Big Girls episode, which was a great I
That was a
really
great episode. Go
enjoyed
watch
that episode. Seriously,
Go
yeah.
watch
That was the
First time. I was on.
I'm trying to think what number episode. I think that was the third or fourth episode. This is the
the new year?
13th.
Yeah.
So we're getting there. But y'all, yeah, it's like the third or fourth. It's called Watch Out for the Big Girls. If y'all didn't tune in with my boy Warren, make sure y'all tune in. That was a great episode. So during that episode, we did a this or that segment. For those who don't know, this that is where I list out two things and my co-host picks one or the other, this or that. And the last one we did was with all BBWs, which was a great turnout.
Great turnout.
We showed a lot of love to plenty of women who are plenty of women. So for this or that, it's Thanksgiving Day week. We're going to do a Thanksgiving Day this or that. All right.
All right, yeah.
So to start off with the light foods. We're not going to get into the entrees yet. This is, like the sides. All right. So for the sides, that's what we got. Like you said, your favorite combo is the honey ham with stuffing with gravy.
Stuffing, yeah.
Might I add? So let me ask you this: mashed potatoes with gravy or stuffing with gravy?
I ain't gonna lie to you. It gotta be. It depends on who making the potatoes, but the potatoes with the gravy that you just can't go wrong. Though.
Yeah,
you can't go wrong.
That's a classic.
That is a classic
in so
dish.
many households.
Yeah.
But the stuffing and gravy, since you mentioned it, what you said, the stuffing and gravy with the ham, stuffing and gravy with the turkey is my shit. Like the trifecta, that's my go-to on Thanksgiving is that stuffing with the mashed potatoes next to it with the turkey, and I put gravy on all three of them.
Yeah.
That's my go-to trifecta right there. All right, so we gotta show love to the vegetables. So let me ask you this for the next this or that: green beans or collard greens?
The collard greens.
Ooh, no hesitation.
Body, no hesitation. Russell Westbrook, between the legs, no hesitation.
Okay,
Come
I
on
like
now.
that. I like that. I agree. The collard greens. All right, so for the next one, which is two of my personal favorite Thanksgiving duo dishes, the macaroni and cheese or the yams
Come on, bro.
or the yams?
Come on, bro.
Which one? Which one you going?
Well, Mac.
Mac and cheese?
The Mac. Yeah, I want to say the Mac. I want to say the Mac too, bro.
Yeah.
But like, you know, them yams be hitting.
I'm a
But
sweet potato.
it's the Mac. Nah, yeah. the
Mac,
Mac.
I mean,
The
and
Mac.
like you said with the mashed potatoes, it depends who makes
Depends
the
on who-
macaroni.
yeah.
Because that macaroni can be a huge hit or a huge,
Or huge
miss.
miss.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's no in between with it.
Yeah, it depends
You
who makes
got-
that.
Yeah.
I'm going sweet potatoes with that though. I'm like such a sweet potato fiend, like sweet potato pie, sweet potatoes, yams.
Yeah.
I eat them shits all day.
Of course.
All right, we getting on to the heavier foods. Besides the turkey, what you going with? Fried chicken or fried fish?
Yeah, chicken.
He said, "Yeah, we got to look over here,
Chicken.
chicken."
Yeah, I need the chicken.
Chicken?
For real.
Yeah,
He said, "You ain't got a little bit."
yeah, like you know, that's
sure.
that's our soul right there. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying? That
it
fried
is.
chicken, that's our soul. That ain't going nowhere. All right, so for the last one, we're on to the desserts.
Oh, you about to spank him. Oh, man.
Pumpkin pie or sweet potato pie?
I need that sweet potato, bro.
Sweet potato.
I need that sweet potato.
Yeah, I make sweet potato.
I need that sweet potato.
Okay, cool, good. I was going to say that's rhetorical. That's
I need
rhetorical.
that sweet potato.
Pumpkin. Do y'all like pumpkin pie? Oh, okay. No. I was already saying, I think just black folk in general, we do not fuck, like when it comes to pumpkin pies compared to sweet potato. If there's no sweet potato, we might do pumpkin.
Get the
You know,
pumpkin, yeah,
if
that's
it
all the
has a little bit more flavor to it, but I just don't see how people like pumpkin pie. Like it's not, I don't know. It's like a bland sweet potato pie.
time. Bland as hell.
Yeah, sweet,
Bland ass pie.
nah, yeah, sweet potato pie. I'm telling you, I'm a sweet potato pie fiend. I'm like, remember that episode of Jamie Foxx when he ate all the sweet
Ate all the
potato,
sweet
potato pies? That is on, like he ate all those joints, and someone was about to come and buy him, and then she had to make a whole new batch. Bro, that's how I be around a sweet potato pie, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, we going with the sweet potato. All right, so let me ask you this. It's like a bonus for the this or that.
Oh, yeah.
All right, which one hits better? That pre-meal step off with your cousins or that post-meal nap? Which one of those hit better? Huh?
Bro.
Which one? You can only pick one. So if you go with the pre-meal step off with your cousins, if you know, you know. If you don't,
Yeah, if you don't know.
Do your
man,
Googles.
Yeah, Google.
so if you do that, you can't take the nap after. So you're gonna be real sluggish, da-da-da. Or if you don't take the step up before, you could take the nap. Which one hits better if you had to choose one?
Nah, man. Let me tell you something. When you step over with your cousins for a little bit, and you come back in the kitchen, and that smell hit your nose,
It's like walking through the heavenly gates. Oh,
boy, it's
man.
like Kirk Franklin playing when you walk in the house, boy. I'm telling you. Brighter day. I'm telling you. That's your A.
Yeah.
Come with your eyes low. You already hungry.
I was-
Come on, man. Come
And
on, man.
look, all the aunties, your grandmother, everybody already know too. Like, where y'all was at?
Yeah, just talking, you know?
Yeah, we, you know what I'm saying, tossing the football, you know.
Yeah, it was tossed
Yeah, so you got to take the football with you just in
Yeah, the
case.
disguise and the
Yeah,
dressing
yeah.
up.
They'd be like, where y'all was at? We was throwing the football. I mean, get some mad, letting y'all do y'all thing in there.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: besides, besides food, what do you enjoy most about Thanksgiving?
For real, the football games.
Where,
For real.
where,
You know, just going in there, just relaxing. You done got the food and you just waiting around with the family. You need something to do, something to watch on TV. You just turn on Fox, got a nice little entertaining at that.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen no slum Thanksgiving football
Yeah,
game.
never.
I ain't never.
Yeah, those Thanksgiving day is perfect. Like you said, it gives you something to do, while everyone's kind of, just sitting around talking.
Yeah.
I have two answers, and football is one of those. The first one is just unity. You know what I'm saying? It may be people,
of course.
it may be
Yeah,
family
yeah,
that you haven't seen, since last holiday season or whatnot. It's just, the thing of unity that comes from the holiday itself, bringing everybody together, and food. Food in general is just, a unifying thing. You know what I'm saying? You can talk about like on soul food. You know what I'm saying? But that movie is very true. It brings the family together. You know what I'm saying? Family that, I was about to family that eats together. How's it go?
Family that
I was on a roll too. I don't fuck that money up.
I don't think it was ease. It's something else.
Pray together,
yeah.
stay together. Yeah.
Pray together.
Well, they praying over the food. They blessing the
Yeah,
food.
they bless the food.
Yeah, there you go. But just the food is a unit. It's unifying as one. Let alone the holiday. You know what I'm saying? Everybody feasting. You know what I'm saying? Food is love. Like if you're hungry and you're eating. You're not in a bad mood. That's never happened.
Exactly.
Like if you could tell me a time where you were hungry and you were eating good ass food and you were still in a bad mood, then you're just a piece of negative energy that does not need to be around anyone for a while. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get yourself situated. But yeah, I would say, the unity as far as family, you know what I'm saying? Seeing family and friends that you haven't seen in a minute, or just, y'all being close, encounters compared to normal. And football, like you said, both watching and playing. I love a good turkey bowl game. Yeah, playing, you know what I'm saying, right before the meal, you know what I'm saying, early in the morning, burn a lot of energy, play football, you know what I'm saying, get a nice cool little workout in, and then you don't eat nothing after that. So you be extra hungry for the whole day, and when that food come and hit different. So yeah, I'd say football as well.
Yeah, for sure. You can't go wrong.
Speaking of football, Ravens fan.
Please
No. We're not talking about records.
I know.
Yeah, a few COVID cases.
Yeah, a few.
So, but y'all not alone. Y'all not the first. Y'all damn sure ain't gonna be the last team to have this, where it's multiple COVID cases and facilities get shut down. But we kind of expected this before this season started, because it's not like the NBA where you can have a bubble with the NFL. It's just too many teams, too many players, too many personnel. Trainers, all the way down to water boys, analytics, coaches, media. It's just so many people that's involved with football. It's impossible to do the bubble. And we expected this, which is why, some players even opted out from the season. But do you think, like, they're kind of just like, okay, we just got to, keep rocking out how it's going? You think they'll ever be able to get a hold on it before the season ends? Or do you think at some point the season may come to a halt?
To be honest, I don't see anything stopping this. I don't see anything stopping the NFL to keep going, number one, because they're money driven.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's way too much money in the NFL.
Yeah. So they're going to find a way to force all of that. People going to catch COVID. Might be some of your favorite players, but they're going to keep the show rolling. They got to get that revenue.
Man,
it's just sad.
It's the world we living in, man.
It's
just
real
COVID
sad,
in general recently has reached the highest numbers in the U.S. ever.
In the U.S. ever?
Yeah, ever. So I believe it was like a week ago. One day last week was the highest positive results in a day ever.
It was like a meal, right?
Yeah, it's
in a day.
That got bro. It's bro. We're at an all-time high. That's why everything is getting shut back down.
Oh, as it
so
should.
Maryland
Thank
went back
you,
at what,
Jesus.
phase one?
Phase one, yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you. As of today, which is what, the 24th. My birthday's the 25th. I plan on going on Philly and just spending a whole day out there. I just need 5 days before shit gets shut down. I'm not even gonna hold you. That might sound a little selfish. I don't care. I'm just trying to enjoy my B-Day in Philly. But now on the real, like, just everything is like slowly, decreasing. Restaurants are going back to lower percentages of letting people in. Certain businesses are going back to, being kind of, just shut down in general. Man, and then not to mention, we're entering flu season.
So it's
cold, you know what I'm saying? Cold and
bruh.
flow season, right? So it's like, man, and remember, this thing was supposed to last 2 weeks when it first came out.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be 2 weeks, kind of brush it off, get rid of, the dust, and boom, we good.
No,
it's been what, 8-9 months?
Months, yeah.
And we're at an all-time high.
Yeah.
Man, it just has me thinking of like the generation of kids now. They may be wearing masks for years to come. They may only know everything being very excluded, school being online, everything just being ducked off for years to come. Everything, I should say, will never go back to being the same.
I won't.
I don't think buffets will ever go open back. It's a lot of businesses that contain crowds that I don't think will ever open back up, bro. Which is very unfortunate. I drive past a Golden Corral every day, and all I can think about is those Golden Corral breakfasts.
Man,
them shits used to hit.
slap boy.
So did we at Monroe? I don't think we went for breakfast. When you was at Lincoln, when y'all traveled, since y'all was in the CIAA, when y'all went to like North Carolina games, where'd y'all go to breakfast?
Went to Corral,
yeah, right.
Go to Corral, yeah.
Bro, at Bowie, every down south game we played, we went to Golden Corral for breakfast, and it used to hit.
It used to hit, man.
Oh my gosh, bro. But yeah, buffets. I don't know how movie theaters. I think they're open right now, right?
Nah, them driving. I think the driving movies.
Yeah, driving movies.
Driving movies.
As far as like AMC's and whatnot, they're kind of
no.
done for. Concert venues like Fillmore and Silver Spring.
I mean, yeah,
Echo
they shut down
Stage.
now. But I did hear like you could rent out a movie theater. Like I did hear that.
Yeah, probably so, but goddamn.
Yeah, exactly.
That's probably
Goddamn, like
that's probably an arm and a leg.
Niggas still on it for the low, bro.
Word?
Yeah,
For the low?
For the low, like I think it's like $100.
100? That's
100?
not bad.
Shoot.
Shit, 10 people.
10 people?
Put up a 10, yeah, that's not bad at all. But I mean, shit, that's just to say, I'm saying, everybody just kind of be smart. Me in general, with this Thanksgiving, we're doing something small. I'm actually working on Thanksgiving until about 5 o'clock. But just family, my immediate family, we're doing something kind of small. But I mean, this year in general, I kind of instilled in my mind that it was going to be a sacrifice year. And when I say that, like no moves being made, no money being spent, I don't think I traveled outside of Maryland yet since February when, shit really kind of got out of hand. Well, I went to West Virginia to hike. We went hiking, but that's about it. But
yeah, me and my girl got a trip coming up next month. Actually,
where y'all going?
we going to Williamsburg Vacation Village. Got a timeshare.
So y'all driving?
Yeah.
Okay.
About to drive. Got to get away.
Yeah, you have to. You have to. It's because it's been driving me crazy, to be honest with you. And that on top of just some events that's been happening the past few weeks, few months. It's been tough, man. But I just know like you said to me. When I hit you up to get back in here, because we were supposed to do this, in the past a few times, but shit's just been hectic.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? I reached out to you, and you gave great advice to me, which is a perfect segue to a segment that I like to, introduce into the podcast. This will be the first time. So what I like to do right now is do something that I like to call a day-by-day talk for your day-by-day walk in life. Just, some words of motivation for everybody out there, even if it just hits that one person who may be going through something and needs to hear exactly what me and my co-host has to lay down, and it affects them in a positive way, then I'll feel good about that. Cool. So today I'm gonna let you, like I said, I was just going through some things before, making this episode happen. I reached out to you, what I'm saying, kind of apologizing because we were supposed to do this 2 times prior, and you gave great advice. Yeah. So for one, I like to let you, what I'm saying, let the podcast fam out there know, just a little bit about, keeping faith when things are getting ugly at the moment.
Because, like in life, it's always going to be storms. You can't have a sunny day every day, It's going to be some clouds. It's going to be some thunderstorms, It might even be, a tornado watch. But you know what you got to do? You just got to close your eyes. You just got to remember who you are at the end of the day.
Tell them what you told me about we said it was like the tunnel.
Oh, yeah. At the end of the day, you got to have whatever you're going through, it's cloudy, you just gotta have a tunnel vision. You gotta stay focused on what the task that's at hand, You gotta stay focused, execute it, see it in your mind, think it, believe it, speak it into existence, whatever you can do, whatever helps.
And me and Warren can both attest that we've been through the ugly of the ugly while still trying to go uphill, and it's not gonna be the last time it happens. It's gonna happen again to everybody. My little day by day talk that I like to give out there, with this being Thanksgiving Day week, I like to just spread a message of being thankful. You know what I'm saying? Looking at the bad of things can be very easy to do, but one thing that you got to realize, which I like to tell myself a lot, is you got to be thankful and count your blessings. Your absolute worst day is someone else's absolute best.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So be thankful of your blessings, look at the bright side of everything, and just be appreciative and realize that someone has it way worse than you at all times.
Man, that's a fact.
And that's the day-by-day talk for your day-by-day walk in life. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep that going on every episode. You know what I'm saying? That's a little something cool to do. But yeah, what else been going on with you, bro?
Man,
Enough about me, enough about the show.
Man, I've just been working, man, trying just trying to stack as much money as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to stay afloat.
Is it something you're stacking for, or just just to do so, just to be?
I'm just stacking just to be prepared for whatever could possibly happen within the coming months.
That's a good mental to have.
You just gotta be prepared. I feel like if you're over prepared, you can conquer anything. That's how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but if you just going through the motions, just taking it, no pun intended, day by day, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Taking it day by day, say you gotta have a plan with everything you do, man.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you got some fruition in your life, make sure your favor's strong, make sure your people's good, check on everybody, man.
Absolutely.
Cause we need people now. We need each other now more than ever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think people realize it, but they all realize it. But we need each other now more than ever, and we gotta come together. Stand strong. We can't let not. You know what I'm saying? And what he say? What he say on what's that movie? Notorious. What don't make a nigga break a nigga?
Mm-hmm.
What don't break a nigga make a nigga? Yeah. So like, we just gotta. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta be strong, baby.
Yeah, and like you said, be prepared. Stack that chicken. You know what I'm saying? I always say
stack your chicken.
Yeah, I always say to be over prepared or overpacked. Like if I'm going on a trip, which kind of transition to life in general. Whenever I go on a trip, I always overpack. You know what I'm saying? Because how many times you go somewhere and you underpacked and you on like the last or second to last day and you ran out of clean drawers. You know what I'm saying? Ran out of clean socks. You know what I'm saying? All your toothpaste gone. You know what I'm saying? It's way better to have more. And like you said, how you said, just stacking money just to have it. Just for that situation that's going to come. Because it's going to come. Because you learned from in the past of, just fucking your money off. And then a situation comes and then you ass out. So not to face, you know what I'm saying, that trial again. Which is good. I feel you, bro. I've been working like shit. Like I've never been this busy as far as working in my life. But like you said, just stacking. I'm actually trying to buy a house within the next couple months.
Oh yes, sir.
Yeah, and then we're gonna turn that into the new recording studio. I gotta think of a slick name to name the studio and all that shit. And it's gonna be up from there. The very first thing I'm buying when I get my new house, I ain't even gonna say. It's gonna be on the show. I told you already. Yeah. I told you already. The first thing I'm buying.
Gotta see it.
We're gonna bring it on the show for sure.
Yes, sir.
But listen, man. For everybody out there tuning in, I truly, truly thank y'all from the bottom of my heart, whether you're watching on YouTube or listening on your respected podcast platform, whether it's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Radio Box, and there's like 8 more that I don't even know of, but they're out there. You know what I'm saying? If you need to use that to tune in, I'd like to ask y'all to subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Show love, give me, positive, not positive, give me feedback in general. You know what I'm saying? I really look forward to constructive criticism. I'm not lighthearted at all. I like to give a shout out to my producer for this whole thing, putting this whole thing together, Sauce Boy, SOSSBOI on Instagram. If you're a recording artist, he's a music producer as well. So if you're looking for some hot beats to get with, go ahead and get at him.
My man right here got the beats too.
Oh yeah, Billy be on the beats. Billy on the track. Billy on the beat.
Bill on the beat.
So you be producing?
Yeah, we on. We working.
We gonna come through. If we come through with you,
Niggas making moves. Yeah, okay. Bro. I like to hear that. So y'all heard it, Billy on the track too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Billy pulling up, you know what I'm saying? He been in the cut, ducked off, but he was, you know what I'm saying? he was giving feedback on this joint as well. And again, this is the Day by Day podcast. Thanks for tuning in for your Day by Day broadcast. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I hope everybody stays safe. Don't don't do too much because we still dealing with the situation at hand in the air.
True.
We can feel it in the air. We ain't talking K-Swift. Until next week, everybody, we holla at y'all. Peace.
Peace. Big bird.
I can't roll my tongue for shit. Either.